I've got a really crazy question about a big concept that I've been really fascinated with for the last few months. The study of cognition and consciousness and what their role is in our lives and in our minds and in the process of decision making and having an experience. So there was a study done at UCLA in 2009 where they took test subjects and allowed them to make a simple binary decision to either select a left or a right option. I think it was a button that they had to push. And they were able to scan the brains of the test subjects in real time. And when they did this, they found that the scientists monitoring the brain activity of the subject was actually able to see which button or which option the test subject was going to select before the test subjects reported being aware of the decision themselves. So the person having the experience of pushing the button, feeling the button, and being there in the lab, what I think most of us would consider their sense of self. The person having the experience was not the person making the decision. So the decision didn't generate with the test subject who was having the experience. So I thought about this, and I thought about some experiences that I've had and experiences that I've spoken with others about. The idea that we're sort of binary beings and that we have a biology and then we have a soul or a spirit. Maybe it's a little more general than just biology, but all of our physical makeup, so our neurology, our biology, our biochemistry, every aspect of what makes our physical being. And so we have that, we have our physical being, and we have our soul. This is an interesting idea to me because if you've ever had an experience in an altered state of consciousness, whether through meditation or psychedelics or any other means, a lot of people report having sort of or witnessing a conversation or a dialogue taking place between two halves of themselves. So I started thinking with this UCLA study, if the person having the experience, who has thoughts to convey and who knows what it's like to be themselves, if that person isn't the one making the decisions, and it is the neurology and the biology and the physical construct of that person, the physical aspect of that person, does that not by definition mean that we are in fact binary beings, that we have biology that acts on our behalf in the best interest of the physical self? And then we have a soul that is there to have that experience, that knows what it's like to feel pain or to feel joy or pleasure. I mean, there's obviously a relationship, right? We have brain chemistry that changes whenever we feel love or hate or joy or pain. So the UCLA study at least strongly indicates that the biology and the neurology, the physical aspect of each person, was responsible for the decision making before the person having the experience was aware of the decision being made. So it seems to me that by definition that means that we are in fact binary beings, that we have biology that acts as a human being would act, that makes decisions that what we think of as ourself would make. Obviously it's making the same decision that we are, but I think that's because of a relationship. I think the biology is driving that decision, the physical decisions in the physical domain. If the person having the experience isn't making the decisions, but they are experiencing the sensation of having made it, if we're not responsible for our own decision making, if we're not the ones at the wheel, then what does that make us but a passenger? So that's it in a nutshell. Just a crazy idea without really any scientific foundation whatsoever, connecting a lot of dots and making a lot of leaps, but it's just speculation, and I'm interested to see what anybody else has to say on it. If you feel the same, you feel different, you feel like I'm full of shit, I'd be interested to hear all of it. So thanks for watching. Make sure that you comment below, follow us on Twitter, check out the website at e3talk.com. See you soon.
Welcome to the Looney Bin.